Welcome back, YouTubers, to our Summerslam review, the biggest party of the summer with us, the British Fest.
Ka-ching.
I am Mr. Parkin with the V-neck once again. You can see my lovely chest hair, and this guy sitting next to me, bobbing as usual. He's like Churchill, the dog from the Churchill adverts. It's NJ!
What's up?
So yeah, that was a bit prolonged, wasn't it?
It was.
Anyway, make sure you guys subscribe with above, of course. Like this video as usual, and comment your thoughts on SummerSlam 2011 down below.
And make sure you contact us in the link in the good box below.
Now, I have a lot of chest hair, don't I? Bloody hell. Should we get on to this review then, before I examine my chest hair even more, which the people don't really want to see?
Oh, yes.
Right then. We started off with The Miz, which was interesting, wasn't it?
When he first came out, I thought, oh, it's going to be a promo. It's been way in, got a match at SummerSlam. But we were in for a surprise.
Yep, because then followed out Truth and Del Rio. And then out followed Kofi Kingston, John Morrison, and Rey Mysterio, who I thought was injured.
He should have been.
So we got 6-man tag action. I didn't expect this to open the card. I really didn't. I guess it's a culmination of all these 3 feuds which they could have done, but thought were probably too weak for the card, so they thought we'd make a 6-man tag out of it, make it an opener.
Well, the way I see this is most of these 6 are in the match, they screwed up and had stuff going on at Raw.
Yes.
And that thing was... I'm kind of glad they did this because it's getting wrestlers that should be at SummerSlam involved. So this is the only thing they could have really done to make it have worked out.
And well, did Del Rio get a pop or what? Was this an indication of what's going to happen later in the night?
I think it was.
Yes.
People knew what was coming.
Well, people did. Well, they obviously did.
But
go on.
We missed one important fact.
What's that?
The dark match
Was A-Right versus Ziggler, and Ziggler won. Why couldn't this have been on the main card? Just saying.
Big loss.
What did you think of the 6-man tag?
The 6-man tag, on the other hand, it was a good match because it got all of them involved. It had all the wrestlers that we wanted to see at SummerSlam involved. So I'm going to say, for that benefit, it was good.
Yep.
The match wasn't too exciting.
Nope.
And the winner themselves were the Faces team. So
you got the pin.
Yeah, so it makes
sense. I thought it was a decent... I mean, I didn't expect them to do this. I thought it was a decent opener, nothing great, but Ray got the pin, the Faces won, that sent the crowd off happy, so I guess it was an effective opener that way. Nothing great, not as good as Dolph Ziggler and Rey Mysterio in 2009, but still a decent match, I feel.
Same here.
Okay then, next match we got was a SmackDown match. Very rare you have SmackDown matches on pay-per-views nowadays. You might get like 2, like this pay-per-view did. We had Mark Henry versus Sheamus. And bloody hell, how red, Mike, just like how red did Sheamus go during this match? Bloody hell. I guess, what did you think of this match, MJ?
Yes, the match itself was good because it showed Mark Henry's strength and Sheamus's move, hopefully getting better in the WWE. Yeah. The result, again, when we first saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, Sheamus didn't get the push that he was hoping to get. At the same time, it's kind of gave us the fact that these two continue having a rivalry and the fact that there could be something more between these two to give each one the push, leading to the next pay-per-view or whatever. So I think the result was okay for the match. I really did feel that the winner of this match would determine the winner of the World Heavyweight Championship match. Mark Henry won this match, so I kind of thought Orton would win it, just because if Sheamus won the match, I really expected him to get into that main event soon or later, but I do think he'll get put into the main event as soon as this rivalry is over with. A slow match, in my opinion. It kind of needed to be slow, though. It led to the big spot of the match, which was that guardrail spot, which was very good, I thought. Very well done. And Mark Henry wins via countout when Sheamus just can't get in the ring in time. No, so I'm looking forward to see if they do continue and what happens to Mark Henry and Sheamus next.
Yep. After that, we had why do we get these on pay-per-views instead of wrestling matches? Could you not have put another match where this was a CeeLo Green performance? If you rearrange that, you could get D-Lo Brown. Just change the colour and the initial at the start.
But all I could say to this part of SummerSlam was, it's alright, it's alright.
Yeah, I don't know the words.
Right.
Just gonna sing some random words. Yeah, I really didn't enjoy this performance, NJ. I know you did because I don't know what you are, but you enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it. Was it me? NJ, serious? Oi, was it me? Or did this pay-per-view have a lot of filler? Advertising for films, products, a lot of filler in the first 2 hours, really. Yeah,
but with the filler, it's alright, it's alright. It's alright.
We have a CeeLo Green mark right here now. Right, next we have the Divas match. Usually we would bring some British thugs in here to analyse this match, but because this was a good match, fuck off. You're not doing this segment. We're going to do it. Fuck off tea time. We're not drinking tea. Kelly with Eve Torres versus Beth Phoenix with Natalya. The Divas of Doom. Watch out. These girls are fucking bitches. This match, NJ, what did you think? It went on a long time.
I'm kind of glad that Eve Torres did not get involved in this match. It was a match basically between the two wrestlers that were in it. So they didn't really need Natalya and Eve there, but whatever. The match itself, good amount of time, like you said, and it showed the great performance of Beth Phoenix. At first, she looked a bit slow and that, but the match did pick up, and I think it was a good Divas match for SummerSlam.
I'll be honest with you, I was very impressed with Kelly in this match. I really think having an accomplished wrestler like Beth Phoenix in there really helped Kelly to get over and do her wrestling moves. So I was very impressed with Kelly.
The poor thing about it is we had Beth Phoenix having this push, coming up as the heel thing again, and saying about this, and having all this glamoury Barbie doll divas.
Basically, what NJ is trying to say is, why didn't you make Beth Phoenix win this match? Pretty much, right?
Pretty much it.
Yeah,
I was really rooting for her.
I just think in a situation like this, you kind of need to make Beth Phoenix win because it's just more realistic. I did enjoy the finish though. Beth Phoenix goes up to put her finisher, and then Kelly reverses it into a victory roll. I actually really enjoyed this finish. I thought it was a good end to a good match. I'd just rather have had Beth Phoenix win. Start this whole Divas of Doom thing.
Beth Phoenix with the championship again, that would have been awesome. But I think the reason they probably had Kelly win is because she's going to go on and face maybe Natalya next for the championship.
The Divas of Doom versus the Divas of hello.
Yeah, but all I can say is that Raw and SmackDown should pay attention to this because it went for good length, it had good action, it made no one look weak, and that's exactly what Raw and SmackDown need. Yeah,
definitely. We then had a backstage segment with R-Truth saying, "I'm Jimmy Hart," and basically R-Truth comes around to him and says,
"What's up, little Jimmy? I know Jimmy.
I know Jimmy.
I know Jimmy.
I know Jimmy.
Jimmy.
I know Jimmy.
Get back in.
I'm not Jimmy.
What's up?
I'm not Jimmy." And then we see Stephanie McMahon with CM Punk.
Interesting. I know where that hand's been.
You do. You fucking well don't, mate. I'm telling you. I'm getting back in shot. You don't know where that hand has been.
No.
Right. So we saw Steph, and that was actually a really interesting segment, wasn't it?
It was. So Stephanie McMahon, we were waiting for her to come and show, because when she's had that baby now, she's going to get involved with wrestling again. And I really thought she was here basically to speak with the two title winners, because that's the match Triple H got involved with.
So we move on to the next match then.
Because
we have a Brit in this match. This was Wade Barrett versus Daniel Bryan, and this went on for 11 minutes. I thought this was a good match. I've always been interested to see if these two can actually put on a good match, and I really did feel they did put on a decent match. But the main thing about this is, your British boy, English boy, Wade Barrett won the match. We're fucking marks for Wade Barrett here, so this is the celebration. Why did you throw the flag up? NJ, I'm going to throw this flag up in honour of Wade Barrett's victory. Yes, this is it. Right, so
what I'm going to say is Wade Barrett proved that he should have been Money in the Bank winner, and he showed how dominant he was against Daniel Bryan, the guy who, in Barrett's eyes, took his briefcase.
The only problem about this, I like Wade Barrett winning, but is this the way you're going to reinforce your Money in the Bank winner to have him do a job to Wade Barrett? I just don't understand.
But luckily, for what you've just said, it's good that the briefcase weren't on the line, because then it would have definitely took a lot away from Daniel Bryan. But they did not make Daniel Bryan look weak in this match, so it makes up for Wade Barrett winning.
Yeah, I just don't get why you'd make Daniel Bryan win Money in the Bank and then try and make us believe he's a champion, a future champion, and then have him make a job to Wade Barrett. I just don't understand. I like Wade Barrett winning. I don't understand the logic of the booking. That's just my thought.
Again, I think this is going to do wonders for Wade Barrett. Hopefully, now he's beat Money in the Bank winner, he'll go on and hopefully, I know I keep saying this, they keep pushing Wade back down. I'm hoping this brings Wade up somewhere.
How come if Wade Barrett, the one time Wade Barrett wins, I don't like it. Oh, this is annoying.
The good thing about this for Wade winning, he had no fractions needed. It was a clean win for Wade Barrett.
Yes, a clean win on a pay-per-view for Wade Barrett. You don't see them very often, do you?
No, we didn't.
That's why we have to savour this moment. So we're going to move on to the next match.
Yes, let's go on.
Yes, after my prayers there. We had Randy Orton versus Christian in a no-holds-barred match for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we have this whole thing with Edge at the beginning, don't we? When Christian says, "Oh, I got Edge in my corner," and then Edge comes out and says, You're a whiny bastard. You know, you shouldn't have won the title that way. You're a whiny git.
First, he compliments Christian. I think Christian's got him where he wants him, saying all this good stuff about how Christian is, how he deserves the championship and that. But then, of course, he goes into what Dan said, which says he whined. He's not actually being the champ, which Edge thought he would be.
Yeah, so that set up the match quite well, in my opinion. This whole Christian surprise thing was a bit dud then, really, wasn't it? But
yeah, poor Jericho didn't turn up.
No, I really wanted Jericho to turn up. But anyway, I suppose this match would have to be the main event for that to happen. But oh well. What did you think of this match, MJ? Because I honestly thought this was a good match. I enjoyed this match.
These two, as Randy Orton said at that contract sign back then, he said that these two have had great matches. And I think the way they performed in this topped them all. They were put on such a great match. The weapon usage was okay for a no bar match.
And kendo sticks.
Oh, okay, through the announce table.
Wow, it fucking broke. Whoa, go Orton. It fucking broke finally, you piece of shit.
And now I'm saying that, again, I was hoping that it was going to finish the rivalry, but we got an awesome spot where Orton RKO'd Christian flat out onto the steel steps.
That was good. We had a lot of weapon usage, like you said. I just really enjoyed this match. I just hope to God, you know, this will lead to another rematch, though, won't it? That's the problem.
That's the sad thing, because every ex-champion gets their rematch. So I think this is going to go on to the next pay-per-view.
So expect Christian versus Randy Orton at Night of Champions, but it was a good match with the no bar stipulation. I expected this to end the rivalry, but it looks like it's just going to continue it. Orton wins as. You know, he probably would do. You could tell Orton was going to win because it was a good match.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about that before we move on to the main event of the evening?
Again, I'm just going to say, well done, guys, for putting on a great match.
Yeah, was a good match. Good way to lead to the main event as well, in my opinion.
That's very true. Yeah.
And in our main event of the evening, we had the match which we'd all been waiting for. It was CM Punk versus John Cena in an epic, undisputed title match, and we began this time with God himself, Triple H, coming out to referee the match. NJ, your thoughts on the match itself?
Oh, we had competition here between this match and the Money in the Bank match.
Oh, yeah.
And this one, it had the importance of the Undisputed Championship. But the thing is...
Not as good.
It did not add up to as good as the Money in the Bank match did.
No. I think the match was very good. There was a lot of new stuff done in this match, and I think they used the last match as a sort of stepping stone to this match. And I thought it was well done. It got not as much time, I don't feel, but in these kind of matches, it's the ending sometimes which kind of makes the match good. Money in the Bank, the ending was good. We all enjoyed it. This one had a really weird ending, didn't it?
But before we get to the ending, luckily the match could have ended in such an appalling way. It's lucky that Triple H made the save.
Oh yeah,
and that was just awesome. I really thought, please don't end.
No, I'm not having that. We're not having a count out here. No. You two can get back in the ring and fight for your undisputed title, which I've got in my hand, y'all.
So he lobs them in, and the match continues, and they continue to put on what was a good fight for these two great athletes.
Yeah. So CM Punk pretty much they kick out each of his finishes and everything. It was a very innovative match, I thought. You had Punk hit the GTS on Cena, and then Cena has his foot on the ropes. And Triple H counts 1, 2, 3, and then just like, is this how you're really going to finish it?
And you had Cena trying to convince Triple H that the match did not end that way, but he just went,
I'm out of here. I don't care. I want to have a feud with Alberto Del Rio anyway on the card.
Triple H was all proud of himself. He goes out the ring, but as he goes out the ring, in comes Diesel. Wow! Diesel, who had actually signed a contract with the WWE, is actually getting involved now, and bam, did he do a good thing on SummerSlam. But then, as he did his powerbomb, he runs out the ring, because Triple H comes back, and in comes Alberto Del Rio!
And fucking hell, this was a finish I did not expect. Alberto Del Rio cashes in Money in the Bank on CM Punk, and wins the undisputed title. I did not expect this ending, MJ.
I thought it was going to end with that power bomb, hinting that we're going to have CM Punk versus Diesel, but now it looks like we're going to get all these things, all of the options. We're going to get like Rey Mysterio, Del Rio again. We're going to get probably
Cena, Punk, and Del Rio at Night of Champions or something.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on all over the place. Hopefully, Raw will clear this up. But at the end, the thing is, as you've seen, we've done a SummerSlam review, if you've watched our videos before. And the way this ended, I was kind of disappointed because we've seen great endings at SummerSlams. and it kind of came to this mumble-jumble one for this one.
I didn't like the finish of the match itself, but I did like the surprise WWE gave us with the money, because I did not expect the Money in the Bank briefcase to be cashed in, and I'm glad Alberto Del Rio finally has the title in his hand, because we know he kind of deserves it. I really wish though maybe WWE would have gone on with this Punk storyline maybe a tiny bit longer, maybe another pay-per-view. Just saying, I don't know. I'm a bit confused about it. I like it. Some ways I like it, some ways I don't. But I've got to say it was a good match, and it was a surprising ending. So I've got to give WWE thumbs up on that one.
Well, what I'm going to say, Cena losing.
Positive for you.
Really positive.
Yeah.
Deeds actually get involved with WWE now, which we've been waiting for a while now. And then we had Del Rio get involved, so now we're going to have this whole Cena and Del Rio thing, which we're waiting for. And then we had Triple H, because you could see his face expression was really lost there. And he weren't happy with Diesel, you weren't happy with Alberto, so I look forward to seeing what he actually makes happen on Raw.
Yeah, and I didn't expect Diesel either, so that's a bit of a mark-up moment for me. But yeah, what the fuck, I'm really looking forward to Raw now tomorrow. Overall thoughts on this pay-per-view, NJ?
I'm going to say it was, again, when we first got the card, I was thinking the main event had the most build, so the other matches didn't seem as important. The first match was a surprise match, but it's good we got to see those wrestlers involved. And then we had the Wade Barrett beat Daniel Bryan, which was a surprise. We didn't predict that. And then it goes on to the epic main events. Orton, great. I know he's a champ, but I'm thinking the way he did it was just awesome. The ending of the main event is kind of left just wondering what's going to happen next. And WWE did say they want us to get tuned into next week. So this event has definitely got us wanting Raw. I definitely enjoyed the Wade Barrett match. I definitely enjoyed the Orton match. I definitely enjoyed the CM Punk match. There was a lot of matches on this card that I enjoyed. I even enjoyed the Divas match to some extent. I still have to take into consideration that there was only 6 matches, that the build wasn't great, that we got a surprise match at the beginning, which really wasn't announced. But I will say that WWE, I'll give WWE this. They gave us a very good main event, I thought. Not the best of endings, but I did enjoy the Del Rio cashing in. It just surprised me, and that at the end of the day is what I think WWE kind of needs to do a pay-per-view as and that's surprise us, because we expected a Jericho return, maybe, but Del Rio cashing in, I'm happy with that. I really am. The grading for this is going to be quite hard, because, again, a lot of the events, matches ended in good ways, made us think, oh, what's going to happen next because of this?
B-?
It's probably going to be a B-. It
was a good show, but not brilliant. I will say, nowhere as good as Money in the Bank. We gave that a B+. So I think we should give this about a B-. Still a good show. Better than I expected, definitely.
And the good thing about it, which I want to repeat again, because it's definitely the important part of SummerSlam, is got us wanting Raw. Yeah, definitely. You've heard our thoughts on SummerSlam 2011, the biggest party of the summer, right here on YouTube, of course, with the British Fist. And make sure you check out our live reactions, which we did during SummerSlam. Definitely. Make sure you check that. We'll link that in the video. We'll link that somewhere on the channel and in the description box below. That's been it from us, the British Fist, though. Make sure you get your thoughts on SummerSlam 2011 down in that comment section below, down where our fingers are. British Fist, NJ. Gotcha! And if you want to support the British Fist, you do this sign. That's been it from us. Me, Mr. Parkin, and this guy sitting next to me, this NJ. What's up? That's been it from us. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.